Hello, welcome to the CEST Manga Podcast. This week we're talking about Dragon Ball chapters 491 to 500, or if you're me, 297 to 306. This week I'm joined by Ryu, Shaker of Heads.
I shake a lot.
That's not it. Hot, oblivious to importance.
What? Okay.
The what?
And I'm your host, man, as always. Let's get into the chapter, shall we?
Oh man,
I feel so hurt.
the big 500. We're almost there, guys.
500. We have 2 more episodes left.
Yeah.
Right, no, I fucked it up.
That was terrible magic.
Look, my finger will
I don't
disappear.
think you've even, and this is a low bar, you haven't even earned the title of Black Magic.
No, I did some magic earlier. Before we started.
Yeah,
The
you
magic?
made my rank disappear.
When you made magic, I thought you made Loki.
Oh my god. No,
We've
I
been
made-
playing
I'm-
Marvel Rivals, y'all. It's gonna happen. We're gonna talk about it.
yeah, I made Magic Johnson, so I gotta. Yeah.
Heimdall clip this shit. Oh my god.
Now I want to see Tony Stark throw behind the back of pass. No look.
Then there's just the explosions behind him. I could see.
For the one scene in like the original Iron Man movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's Magic Johnson.
In the suit, he steps out of it.
God.
This is like 7 foot tall, just like giant.
Yeah, he was 6'10". Yeah, so he damn near 7 foot. Yeah,
Was
Yeah.
giant. Oh my god, he was huge.
that's what made him good.
Yeah.
True.
Like obviously the passing play was like the primary part of it, but like being a 6'10" point guard, which normally they're like 6'5", 6'6".
You just reach
He had
over them.
size at this position, and then the ball handling was crazy.
Reach around him. You can reach around him. Like, oh hey, thanks for the ball behind you.
He also like he did some shit that we're never gonna see again. He won a Finals MVP as a rookie.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
It
that's
was
crazy.
wild. Never gonna happen again.
Shout out to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Otherwise, that shit wouldn't have happened. Let's be honest here.
That is true. That is true.
All right, and let's talk about Dragon Ball, shall we?
Can we go back to
On
basketball?
our Dragon Ball podcast. Let's talk about Dragon Ball.
Okay, so the Ghost Boy, not you, man. The other one.
I'm hurt.
I said not you. He killed himself. No, he goes to show. I mean, he does. It's a kamikaze. It's literally a kamikaze.
Keep yourself safe.
For real.
Yes.
But,
And it
And he
does
almost
quite a
killed
lot of
you.
damage.
Yeah.
It does quite a lot of damage. Even with, like just when the single one at the beginning, it does quite a bit. And then he has the whole like 20 of them, or was it like 12? And then
It's
he
like
like
10.
gets them in line and he like talks about them and like he says it's strategy and then like actually it's not that dumb. I thought it was gonna be a lot more stupid, but like it is like the goofy like it's getting to like Luffy levels where it's just like funny but really fucking powerful.
I'm going to push back against that. On this instance, I'm fine with it. Something that happens a little bit later, where I go, okay, go fuck yourself, is when Piccolo asks him, "Hey, do you have anything else left?" And he's like, "Oh, let me be dramatic. Let me make it a
Let me be a
little
drama
bit more
queen."
interesting.
I'm all
I'll
out of
scare
it,
him by
yeah.
saying I don't." And he's like, "I don't. No, I don't have anything
I'm
else
on
left."
energy.
Yeah, and then like, dude, you're talking to Piccolo. You should have known this was gonna go way too like serious.
Yeah,
Talking
but
about to Mr. Serious, dog.
Gotenks doesn't know Piccolo like that, you know.
Yeah. He don't know him like that. He don't know him like we do, you know?
And Goten do.
Yeah, but like they
Trunks.
should like
I mean-
it's the shared knowledge, no? Like,
Yeah. Even
It
then,
becomes a new
they-
being, so like
I mean,
yeah, but he knows how to walk and talk. Like he doesn't have to relearn everything.
yeah, but does he
I
keep the
just-
context with like from people? It's whatever.
I mean, he
like,
knew
it's
about Boo.
true.
I just argue they haven't known him long enough. They've known him for what, like a couple days, like Gordon and Trunks. I
Well,
don't
even
think.
the kids didn't know
That
Piccolo that
is-
well.
I guess that's fair. It's still just like
And
as an
also-
audience member, it's super frustrating.
It
to
is
see
right.
this happen, and then it's like, no wait, I had energy left. He's like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah,
I'm
they're
Piccolo in this. Oh,
they're-
what the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
exactly like they're kids throwing a ranked match. How can you do that to us, bro? It pisses me off.
There's-
In,
there's
in
like-
that instance, I have more sympathy for the kids, though.
Throwing the ranked match. Like,
Look, it's tough being a squeaker online, man.
that,
Oh, yeah.
The second you
Mm.
open your mouth, everybody in the lobby's against you.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
can someone go support? Shut the fuck up! Like, yeah, it's just
Like
Sorry.
being a kid
Oh.
and being a woman in online gaming, tough.
I
Ben
yeah.
the feminist.
We saw a post literally like yesterday, was it? I think where it was where somebody literally just said like, "Hey, if you're
Oh,
a
yeah.
woman in Rivals, don't fucking bother using voice chat
Yeah, don't
because
use
it gets so toxic so quick. It's insane."
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
also, yeah.
That's the nature of a competitive game, though.
I don't think
Oh,
think
it
that
shouldn't
should
be.
be on the game. I think
Shouldn't
that
be.
should be on the people playing it.
But I mean, like in the nature of playing a competitive game, you get people that are attracted to those games, and those people that are attracted are the toxic people.
Are
Think
sexist?
Valorant, think Overwatch.
Yes,
Yeah.
sexist, racist.
Boys, I think
Think
we need to take a
Overwatch,
good
think
hard look at
Valorant.
ourselves because we do also play these games.
Yeah, there was also
Yeah,
remember.
like it's like Bad Batch, like yeah.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
there were also like the Frenchmen that had the bad time.
There was a
can't-
Frenchman in the comments saying just like, yeah, the second people know I'm French, they start getting hella toxic too.
Valid. No
Look,
hate.
we got a country thing going on, right? Like the Netherlands
Yeah,
and France, we got like a thing going on. It's not. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they're racist.
They
against
stole our
French.
flag and stuff. You know, like whatever.
They did. Ours.
They
We
did.
were first.
We've been here since the 1300s.
Yeah, about 1400s. We've been
Yeah.
a republic. It's funny because we were like one of the first
Longer. No, because
We
my
were in, like, the
town
first
is
republics.
950 years old.
And then so we went from kingdom to republic, and then afterwards we went back to a kingdom.
After the Spanish, right? We went back
Yeah.
to kingdom because they took the German into our kingdom. We have weird lore.
The Dutch lore dropping on the
Yeah.
Dragon Ball podcast. Is
I
crazy.
found it so hilarious. We went from Dragon Ball to
Went
Dutch
from
lore.
basketball to Dragon Ball to rivals to the Netherlands lore.
Anyway, let's circle back to Dragon Ball
The
then.
circle of life.
Yeah. Back to Dragon Ball, right?
Yes.
So okay,
so
I have a question.
Okay, sure, go for it.
So the ghosts blow up Boo, right? And they're like blasting the bits.
Yes.
And then Boo regenerates from the smoke from those bits.
Yes.
But then Piccolo realizes and said, "Why didn't we blast them with Ki blast then?" And I'm like, "What the fuck did they blast
No,
with before?"
in my
then?
translation, he
What?
was said something about the ashes. Like
Yeah,
they
like
could
had
burn
to
the ashes.
take the smoke out. Yeah, like
AKA key blasted, so all the ashes is also gone.
yeah.
Like completely
I'm
reduced
gonna-
to nothing.
Yeah,
I'll
that's what
pull
I,
it up real quick because
That's what my
like I'm
translation was.
super confused about this actually. Like this is fucking.
Oh,
like,
it is
what the
very confusing.
fuck were you using?
They were using
because I
Ki- they
double
were
checked.
using
Like,
Ki
what?
blast. They were like using finger guns. They were shooting the
Yeah.
bits with their like the key blast with their fingers. Look, they don't have a gun on them, but they like pull out a gun to shoot the bits. They use their key blast.
now I'm just thinking gun
Just
thing.
imagine Piccolo just out of his belt, just like a fucking clock.
Yeah. Imagine Piccolo being like, man, go take set up energy, but we're not having options. Pulls out a Glock.
No, he opened
We should have
opens his
vaporized
mouth, like-
the ashes with chi blast. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
they were literally doing that right here. Wait, can I?
No,
yeah,
they were
right here.
taking-
They're shooting it with.
Yes, they're shooting the bits, not the ashes, not the like cloud.
Yeah, exactly. They had
But
to report
ashes aren't smoke.
No, they reformed from the ashes. And
Yeah,
they turned
but
back
then
into
became
smoke and then
clone.
reformed.
Yeah.
It's
talking
whack. It's
They're
really
talking
whack.
about the smoke is the point, right? Well,
Yeah,
it's not.
I mean, I like this is like confusing, but it makes sense because he spawned from smoke anyway, right?
Yeah.
So this one I think is fair. There's some bullshit later that we need to talk about.
Let's first go to Gohan and in the realm of
Why-
the Kais.
Yeah, oh, yeah, okay.
Because that happens in between the two sections we see of Gotenks and in the space-time.
Yeah.
Because it's Goku talking to Kaoshin about like that Boo's gone and that the kids are also gone for a while.
Mhm.
And then the old guy's like, oh yeah, they're fighting in a different dimension, one space in time. And this is the moment I like really fucking hate, where the guy's like, oh yeah, and then like go on like try to touch his power, and like go and like, and then the old guy's like, oh yeah, I've been done for like a few minutes. You could have gone 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Say something.
I really hate that too. Like the amount of times a character in this stretch of chapters is gone, I was trying to do that for dramatic effect. I'm like, it doesn't work.
Yeah, like
I'm not a fan.
This is
yeah, like I
this is
can
really the
give it
author like
on.
wanting to be dramatic, but adding fake dramatic pauses for where there's no need. You can
No,
make
because like
real
I
because
ones.
like
think
them
it's.
talking about it. Sorry, hot you go.
I was gonna say I think it's different because it's more adding humor than trying to add dramatic
Yeah,
effect
I
in this
agree with
case.
that. Like it's
Mm,
definitely not there to be dramatic because merely mentioning it takes the drama out of it. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a case of this is for humor purposes. I just think they're not doing it
Oh,
right.
well, no. Like this arc has had more comedy than like Cell arc, Freeze arc, and the Saiyan arc, right? More. This is like has been more akin to early Dragon Ball, right? Or Ultimate
Yeah,
Dragon Ball.
I didn't like it then either.
I I feel like it's fine sometimes. Like here, I felt like at the start when they did the whole ghost thing with Gotenks and stuff, that was funny. I'm fine with
That was
that,
fine. I
right?
didn't mind that.
yeah.
Yeah, this is, you know,
I
at this
think
point you're trying like dragging it for
mhm.
the sake of dragging and trying to like add on it and stuff, which is I don't think is funny, right? Just
Yeah, I
don't.
think like one of the reasons because there's a lot of like theory about comedy. I think what we see with like Gotenks doing like the like ghost bit with the like soldiers and stuff like that. That's Gotenks being Gotenks, but he's still doing the thing, right? Like he's still doing what we need him to do. He's just doing it in his way, and
Yeah.
his way
Exactly.
happens to be a bit more goofy, and that's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
It's where it's being obstructive to the goal to be funny, that's when it becomes frustrating.
Mhm.
And also, it doesn't feel like these characters are doing that because this is who they are. They're doing it because we need a joke here. We need like a little bit of like decompression, or we need the door to be destroyed so Boo can scream a hole in the universe.
Yeah.
And then
Elementary.
that gives them like some drama between Gotenks and Piccolo, like, oh, we gotta hurry. And then they
Yeah.
come out and they're like, wait. Oh, and then they have to realize later on, which we also see that they're like, oh yeah, of course, we're in the spirit of time, room, and time. So for them, it was a few hours. In real time, it was a few seconds. That like it's
Few
a
minutes.
realization they have to make. Yeah, a few minutes, but you get the translation. Like there is a thing of realization they forgot about in the stress, which that builds drama. But by getting you out of the drama the entire time by making jokes, you make it like feel a lot less stressful. Like to me, it
Yeah.
doesn't feel as stressful here. Like there doesn't seem to be that much haste. Especially with the Dragon Ball, like oh yeah, we can just revive him. Like there's no stress or
I
anything.
mean,
Like
like I will disagree with that. I think there is stress, and definitely with like trying to keep Dende alive and stuff. Like there is tension, but what is annoying about this, at least I think, is that there is artificial tension being created to like through jokes and by use of jokes. Like, oh, I could have been done 5 minutes ago. Oh, I was a joke, and now you've blown up the room or the door to the room. Like that's artificial tension, which sucks because Dragon Ball's pretty
Dude,
good
yeah,
at creating natural, organic tension
yeah,
very
through
good at
just the
that.
stakes building, the way that like characters make it. Right, this feels, and it goes into suspension of disbelief. Right, like we have. Suspension of disbelief is at its worst when you can feel the hand of the author trying to push things, and humor when it doesn't come from the characters behaving naturally. That's when you
Mm,
feel it the most.
yeah.
like
On.
Gotenks, like his joke of like oh I have no power left. That kind of fits the character at least,
Yeah. Like
but still.
honestly, I may not like it, right? But I can't give it to Gotenks doing some goofy stuff because he's made up of two actual children, right?
Yeah.
Also
Pubescent children.
Saiyans,
Yeah, half
Saiyan
say.
children.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can give it to them, right? But when the million-year-old or whatever god does the same shit, it takes me out, right?
I think why it's so frustrating with Gotenks is not necessarily that it's not something they would do. It's just that wouldn't do. It's just that like we've seen him be funny and do that stuff without being obstructive to the point of this whole thing. Like literally,
Yeah.
like we keep coming back to that ghost example. That's a great example of he's still doing his thing, he's still doing what he needs to do, and he's still himself, and that's funny.
Yeah.
Here it's just like it's only one of those things. He's only being himself,
Yeah,
and the rest, fucking forget about it.
yeah, become a dickhead. Oh my god.
So like
Whatever.
in that, it feels more like you still have like a hand in the offer situation because you could just as easily not have done that and chosen to portray that in a different way where it wouldn't have been as frustrating
100%.
because you literally just did it.
Yep, been a lot better.
I don't think this is
Uh,
going to be a
Yeah.
positive episode.
no, I hate this
Don't
so
think
much.
so.
Yep,
I love the series.
Mhm.
Hate this with a burning passion.
Okay, so I was
Can I?
reading the chapters in VC with Hut.
Yeah.
There was a point where I said, "This is my most hated thing in the entire series." You said you knew what it was. What part was I talking about?
Go Tags going Super Saiyan 3.
No,
That was not it? Okay. Now I'm
I'm fine
curious.
with that.
Yeah, I think honestly that portion I think it's kind of all right. Kind of.
Yeah, I
Because
think.
it
Yeah, go.
it does mirror what Goku did with Roshi and the Kamehameha, right? Copied it with while it took
Yeah,
Roshi 50 years, Goku did it straight away. Like, and here is to show their prodigies they could do the same thing, right?
plus
But
his kid half.
yeah, yeah. But I don't like it because I feel like the moment it was shown was too underwhelming. Could have been it could have been, shown in a better light, I feel like, right?
Also in mid battle instead of like oh yeah, we gotta
Not
escape this realm now, and then let's just go Super Saiyan 3.
don't even yeah, but I
Ye-
don't even necessarily think it has to be like in battle or anything.
Yeah,
Just
I agree with Hut there. Like, I think the reason I'm fine with this is just because Super Saiyan 3 was already a thing, right? Uh, I don't like the idea of Super Saiyan 3. I don't like Super Saiyan 3, but because it's already there, them getting to use it, I'm fine with.
Hmm.
Um, it's just that what they use it for and why they have to use it is the dumbest thing in this entire series.
Yeah.
That being that they destroyed the entrance to the Room of Spirit and Time, and then Boo gets frustrated and he screams a hole
screws a
in
hole in
which.
reality. That's
Yeah,
great.
and that is without a doubt the dumbest fucking thing this series has done. And I hate it. It makes no sense. And then they just do it. Then they
The
go
Ripper
Super
does
Saiyan
it.
3 to do that. And I'm like, oh,
Let's yell a
I
hole in
hate that.
reality again. Yay!
There's no precedent for this. It's
No.
just, we're just doing random shit now.
Also,
Everything's just
the
thrown
one
against the
thing
wall.
I am like, okay, how did you get 3? Because they go from Super Saiyan and then they go to 3. There's no in between for
They
2.
don't have to. They don't have
They
to.
don't have
It
2.
must be the only explanation.
They just like like it's a natural progression. Like it's
Yeah, they
1,
skipped
then
them.
that powers up into 2, that powers up into 3. Like it's not like, oh, 1 to 3. Like it's not how, or like it
Yep.
feels so whack.
Yep.
Like the location, the time, and how they get it is so
This
whack.
is where we're just making up shit as we go, essentially.
Like,
Yeah.
alright, that 3. Fuck it.
You also get 3.
And you get a
Honestly,
3, and you get a
I've
3.
heard yeah, no, I don't like the idea of Super Saiyan 3. Mainly because Super Saiyan 1 and 2 were just so good, right?
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 1 built up through the Saiyan saga and the dynamic arc, right? It's in the Saiyan dynamic arcs.
Mhm.
And it finally culminated with
Culminated.
Culminated.
thank you, with Goku actually becoming the legendary warrior. And it also serves as a huge character moment for Goku, right? Then Cell Saga, trying a way to surpass Super Saiyan. That is, that was a big thing in the arc, right?
Hmm.
Um, and was supposed, and it doesn't really happen before the end, or well, Super Saiyan is surpassed, but not doesn't
Well,
evolve past.
there's like Super Saiyan 2, how he got there is right. The two different approaches by Vegeta and Goku.
Yeah,
Goku trying to learn the basics again. Vegeta just going powering up as much as he can and going like into the buff version.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I
like there's
mean,
two
I
ways
think
of
also,
surpassing one, which both
Hmm.
did. Super Saiyan 2 is just a lot better version of it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, like I think the reason why Super Saiyan 2 feels way better than Super Saiyan 3 is because it's also a passing of the torch,
yeah,
yes,
with Gohan being the one to reach Super Saiyan 2, not Goku. Goku having to, sacrifice
sacrifice.
himself, and then Gohan taking over after that. And
yeah. It
Super
was
Saiyan
great.
3 is just full regression, basically.
Yeah, Super Saiyan
Goku at
3.
first again. It's only in the world of Kai's or in the dead and
Yeah,
whack.
like the most the closest thing I've heard is that Super Saiyan 3 isn't supposed to rival one or two in either in a narrative way or in a uh like usability way, if I could say that right. Because it
Utility.
yeah, utility, because it fails in both fronts here. Both times we've seen Super Saiyan 3. Well, it stole Boo, right, when Goku used it, which was the main objective. But it also, when Gotenks used it, it also failed, right? But what I have heard is that it's supposed to give us, remember earlier in the arc where the kids doubted Goku, right? Because they didn't know any things he
They
had
didn't
done.
know his aura.
Yeah, he did. They didn't know it was him, right? But then we already knew everything he could do. But then Super Saiyan 3 came along to give us the same surprise the kids had. We not knowing the full extent Goku actually could go with all the years he has been, you know, training and trying to surpass himself, right? So what I'm trying to say is that it was for to give us another perspective and to form as a huge shock that we didn't see coming. I don't like it, but that is an
It is
explanation.
some
It
decent
is an explanation I have
arguments.
heard for sure.
Yeah,
I
I do
think,
like that.
like, what makes it feel so much worse is that, yes, you're right, like it isn't supposed to do any of those things, but that expectation is there. Like the entire previous arc was about the next form. And the culmination and the finale of the arc before that was all contingent on this legend being realized. So the two previous forms were major plot points. So it's not weird to say that if you do it a third time, you'd expect a bit more. So expectations were like people like if
In
he didn't
context,
do Super
yeah.
Saiyan 3, it would have been fine. Like that wouldn't have been an issue, I don't think. I think there's plenty of ways to do it differently. Look at Gohan.
Yeah.
You know what, Gohan? I'll here in okay. Which we first are we done with this section? Do we continue or
Let's
because
go
I
to
think
We
yeah.
can go to Gohan here. If we want, we can just jump back. It's fine.
yeah. So I just wanted to talk about Gohan, and that this is the first time we've seen like a well, besides after getting to know what a Saiyan is, besides Goku, because he got the Kaioken. But this is the first time we've seen someone diverge from like this normal Saiyan path in terms of transformations and such
Yeah.
into deviating to something else. Even old Kai was like, "Yeah, no, the Super Saiyan Chaz Bazaz, it's all for show. This is something
Also,
completely
don't
different."
like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. But
I ignored it. I was like, yeah, whatever.
yeah,
I
but
I
he
did the
he
same, but now that I get the opportunity to hate on it, I
yeah.
will.
Yeah, that's
agreed.
fair. That's fair.
Let's go. But um, but we see him actually diverge from that same path, doing something different, right?
Yeah.
So at least we didn't get another Super Saiyan 3, a third one. So
I will say I love this version of Gohan. And I think I mean it like a large part of that is because he was a great unit in Dokkan Battle. This
He
is
also
Ultimate Gohan. He was my guy. I love him.
he looks a lot like Future Gohan.
Yes, that's
yo,
also
yep.
a huge factor in that. He looks so good,
But he has both arms.
which makes him better.
Oh my god, he's better.
Yeah.
And he
Him,
also,
bro.
yeah, and he also like mirrored Goku when he arrived on Earth
Oh yeah,
with
like how
mirrored
he
Goku on
Goku
Namek.
arrived in Namek.
Yep.
Yep, yep. But he just like
Yep.
walked in, like I got this, guys. Don't worry.
Sup,
Yeah.
people? I'm here.
Then he starts beating the fuck out of
But
Boo.
instead, the fucking kids are at it again.
Fucking dumbasses.
God damn it.
They threw just like Gohan did against Cell. Oh my god. I can't believe they did it. At least Gohan clutched up again. But
But
now
these motherfuckers are gone. They're
they're,
gone.
they're they're done for. Like
Also,
whatever.
I do have to ask, what is this version of Boo called again?
Uh, this version, Super Boo,
Is
or
this when he
when he
absorbs?
absorbs Boo tanks.
Oh right, this is Boo
Boo
Tanks.
tanks.
Yeah, people call him.
Yeah, get ready for the Boo Tanks clan, bro.
Yeah, Boo tanks. So
Bruh.
so far we have Fat Boo, then we have Evil Boo, and he's
Evil
like
Boo.
small gray. Then we have Super Boo, now, right?
Boo Tanks.
And then we get Boo tanks
Who, by the way, I imagine him talking British when because he
because he
started
has
talking so
Piccolo.
He has
eloquently.
intelligence. Because he also has Piccolo.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
the
which that
Piccolo.
was something that I think was very well represented in this stretch of chapters. That
His
like
speech became
Piccolo
a lot
is
better.
a very smart and well-rounded fighter
Yeah,
because he's smart. Because I kept thinking man, it's so frustrating that these kids don't listen to Piccolo because he's just right. So that thought crossing my mind, and then them being absorbed, and you know Wu Tang's is like, this was the plan. This is gonna make me a lot better. I was like, damn, that's
yeah,
I kind of caught that a little bit as well. So that's
hmm
fair.
Yeah.
That was a good shout.
yeah. Like Piccolo's like, yeah, dog, kids, we should stop this right now. He's acting different. He's a little suspicious. Maybe cut the crap, right? But they decided, nah, I'm gonna
I
do my
gotta
own thing.
say,
Ugh.
in this image I just sent in the group chat, that is exactly what Goku looked like when Goku looks at the camera. Like it looks exactly like how Goku does.
Yeah.
When
I
he
also
just
I love that he wants to fight in his dad's gi. Like that's such a
Yeah,
nice moment
it's like,
as
oh,
well.
before I go, please.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
he did wear Goku's
Piccolo.
gi as well, but that was way back when Piccolo trained him.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Yes.
Didn't
No, when after Piccolo trained him, he gave him like the shoulder pad thing and the
Yeah, but it's
turban, and
after. This is first stretch after
when he was
the
like 4 in
after
like the wild. I mean that
yes.
area.
yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. Yeah,
after Raditz.
yeah. Then he had like
yeah.
Goku's clothes, and then he wore Piccolo's
But
clothes.
he didn't choose that. Piccolo just gave that shit to him,
Yeah, and then he wore Piccolo's clothes in Saiyan Invasion. He
which was
wore
also great.
Piccolo's
Good
clothes to
choice.
Namek
Mm.
before then switching to the Saiyan armor. In the Cell arc, he wears Piccolo's clothes throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. I think I like that Gohan every time it's just like who's been the most recent
Yeah.
who's been the most
Yeah,
recent clutch one? Let me
yeah,
put
let me put where they're
Who's my number one right now? Yeah,
yeah,
because
like
like in this final Cell fight, right? He has the outfit from Piccolo, but without the shoulder. Like he takes out the weight, of course. Then
yeah,
he
he
just has
takes
like a
the
purple gi. He just has a
so
purple gi, which looks sick as fuck
which
too.
that looked great.
Fire.
Honestly, Fits and Dragon Ball look great on like
Oh yeah, for
look at
sure.
I feel like they cook sometimes.
Well, also, okay, wait. I really quickly want to just mention how excited Goku is that the new generation is cooking like this.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like, oh,
Let's go,
oh
my
my
the
God.
god,
boy.
these
That's
kids.
my son.
My
Yeah,
God. Yeah.
On
I
the
love them
fucking movie
hugging as
sing.
well right before they
Yeah, I
leave.
feel
It's so
like
oh.
it's like, yeah, good luck, son. I know you got this. You got this.
Have you guys watched the movie Sing?
No.
No,
Oh shit! There's
Oh
a
no, I
scene
have,
where
yeah.
it's
And
like
then he
okay,
sits on
so
the
the
TV.
father
Yeah,
gorilla, like he watches his son like in the prison. He's in prison. He watches his son on
he's
the
like,
piano play on stage. Jody, that's my son. He's so
like,
hyped about it. It's
yeah, like
I love that. Like
great.
proud parent moments are like one
yeah,
of my favorite things in media because I feel like in a lot of different series, because I think it's because a lot of like the stuff that I've consumed over the last like however many years it's been very teen oriented, and a lot of teen stuff is like, nah, my parents, meh,
parents suck,
right?
man. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean,
very angsty like that. But that's why I love just see like proud parent moments because it's like, look, parents don't gotta be there. Like they want their kids to win. They want their kids to succeed in life. And seeing those moments where it's just like full, like the parents also have no like I gotta like play this cool or something in front of other people or like I have to rein it in. They're just like full like which is ironic. Like they fully like go childlike
excitement.
exuberant childlike energy and happiness with it, watching their kid. It's so I love it. I love it so much.
it's great.
It's great. Yeah,
Yeah, so like Goku tries his best, to be that. He's very supportive. Right?
He's a
he
good
is.
dad, and that's
Yeah.
why I hate what the fandom because like DBCA did a lot of like bad dad jokes,
Yeah. Like
and for
I
some
can't.
reason like everybody just stuck with that, even though Goku is a great dad and he does everything he can. Like I've said this before, I think also on the podcast, but I literally was in an argument with a friend at some point about Goku being a good dad. I was for, he was against, and he mentioned stuff from when Goku was dead, and I was like, dude, he was dead. What do you want him to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah,
He died because he
Was cleaning
reverted
up his
his
son's
son's
mess.
fucked up mistake. Yeah. Like
and now
ah
he's back alive. No,
Ish.
he's alive. He's alive. Goku's alive. The Super Kai gave his life
he
for
gave his
his,
lifespan to
so
Goku.
Goku is
Oh
alive.
right, yeah.
And Vegeta is
Also
going
back,
with.
I guess.
He
Ish.
is an ancient.
He's doing something.
No, he's going with what's his
He's
with
with
the
Baba.
Baba. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was saying.
so like 24 hours
He is.
potentially.
He has 24 hours, which probably got short to
Which
power up.
yeah, but
Um, but he
He'll be
did go
there
to
for like
hell.
5 minutes, but Dragon Ball time, that's 6 hours.
He went to hell, but the mahogany guy kept his soul.
yeah, he kept
Yama.
King Yama.
All I
Oh,
know from
alright.
DBZA.
But yeah,
Okay.
King Yama, kept his soul and was like, yeah, and gave him a
I'm
body.
pretty sure I'm gonna need this in the future. Surprise will help us later.
It should,
The
yeah.
mystery mouse Cthulhu had ass over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you
Mystery
have like,
Vegeta tool.
oh my God. But yeah, when you have like a secret, like a very strong weapon in hell, why not bring it back for a day to save the universe or what?
Whatever, you know.
Might as well. Or else, if he doesn't succeed, everyone's dead anyways. Huh? If he
It's
does,
fine.
and it's okay.
I do love
Yeah.
that like a lot of the reasoning for the Kais is just it'll get here eventually. And for King Yema, I feel like it's slightly different because it's just like gonna I'm gonna have to process all these souls. He's just
Yeah, it's
avoiding
like
work.
I don't want to
yeah,
do this. I'm already halfway through the Earth. I want to be done with this shit.
yeah. So make sure the universe doesn't get destroyed, so I don't have to do infinite amount of paperwork. That would suck.
Yeah.
Infinite paperwork.
Oh yeah, he
It
Weird
sounds
domain
like the
expansion.
fucking domain expansion for an office worker.
infinite,
Domain expansion.
infinite paper.
Infinite paperwork. It's just printers. It's just a shit ton of printers surrounding you.
Yeah,
That's
just
all
make
it
your
does.
opponent
And
do
one
paperwork forever.
fax machine.
And a desk in the middle. Like one desk with one pen.
Yeah,
The hand sign for doing it is just this.
Just
This is like
it's like
holding a
con.
pen.
The
yeah.
con like what con
Uh,
is this? But yeah.
yeah. Have you seen Chainsaw Man? What?
I've seen Deadpool.
Right.
It's in. I haven't seen the new
Deadpool does it in the
Deadpool.
comics.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Have
remember
you seen
now.
Chainsaw Man? And then this does this, and giant fucking dog. I think Fenrir does that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too. I don't.
I
I've
think
seen
it's
that
fucking
video.
sick.
man. No.
But I feel like you would really like Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I honestly
I
think
probably
you would.
will. I think I will.
Yeah.
But,
It's.
yeah.
I think it's one of those rare overlaps where it's like gritty enough to where I feel like you would like it, and still not depressing enough to where I don't like it. To where I still like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of JJK fans and Chainsaw Man fans like overlap, but you do like JJK, so I do think you would like Chainsaw Man.
Okay. Like is a big word.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Yeah.
It's JJK is fine. It's a
It's
good
it's mid. Okay,
alright.
let's be so for real. Oh, okay.
Let's
Anyways,
not get into JJK this podcast.
no, I'm gonna riot. Oh my god.
We can have like a whole podcast season just complaining about JJK. I feel like.
We could. We could go over every line and be like, this is stupid.
So for the past week, I've been complaining about Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach.
One Punch
want-
Man.
Yeah, well, but true. I actually been complaining about One Punch. Yeah,
That's
you know.
crazy too. A fucking year by fucking
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, I hate it so much. Anyways, next, Jujutsu Kaisen, you're up on the chopping block. Next, you know.
Never make a series again, GG. Quit.
Never cook.
Never cook again.
Never cook again.
Never cook again. The thing with JJK, I'll keep it brief because we gotta go back to Dragon Ball. The thing with JJK is I almost dropped it at like episode fucking 8 or something of the whichever one spoilers whichever one Junpei does. Like I wanted to drop the series
that's
then.
really early. Yeah.
Yes, because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
it made me sad, like real life sad, and from that I was like, I don't like. It's very rare that a series that does that still gets my approval in the end because you have two options. You either continuously do that, the JJK path, or you do it once and then you never have the same impact again. That's Hell's Paradise, which also had that same effect when a character died. But I still liked it. I still liked it because it didn't do that. It didn't try and do it again, so it didn't have that impact again because it wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I did drop JJK for 2 years, I think, after reading it.
Why'd you pick it back up?
You asked me to.
Oh shit! Fuck! I did.
Yeah,
This was when we had hopes that it was gonna be good.
The Drowning Man takes people with him down.
I don't. You should stop listening to me.
yeah, I should.
Really should.
I really should. I actually have learned that lesson.
Y'all, this
I would-
man, like, he listens to me way too often for a series to watch, and every time he comes out of it hurt.
I hate this man. I hate him so much. I'm never gonna. His recommendations are. I can't say.
Name 3.
There are
I know.
Good Place. That's one. Fucking.
I've ever watched.
The one you never watched, How I Met Your Mother, right?
Yeah, I've never watched How I Met Your Mother. Definitely not.
It's scarred him so bad, as it did all of us.
The last 2 episodes of How I Met Your Mother are so ass that
We gave you an out, and
they
you
might-
didn't take it, and then you were locked in.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Okay, but
No one ever does.
seriously, those last 2 episodes might be the worst thing I've ever consumed.
That's fair. That's so
Oh my
fair.
God.
Holy shit. So bad because you really like the finale. It starts like here, and then it just goes like that.
It
So
doesn't even just go
quick.
straight down, it goes backwards and down.
It does because characters literally regress.
Yes, it goes back. That's what I'm
Oh my
saying.
God. If you are considering watching How I Met Your Mother and you haven't watched it yet,
Stop.
let me tell you this. Do not watch the last 2 episodes. You
Yeah.
can watch the entire series and you will be happy. Don't watch the last 2 episodes. Not
Yeah.
worth it.
So I've heard the same warning for Scrubs, but like the last season. Is you
Last
should
season doesn't
watch
exist.
exactly
It
that.
only has 8 seasons.
Exactly that. So I'm gonna stick to it this time. If I end up watching the series,
But
If-
what would happen in that theoretical different
No.
timeline where you did watch 9?
then I'm gonna hit Ben even more. Probably.
I didn't recommend you to do it. You didn't recommend me to watch the last episodes of How I Met Your
I
Mother. You
haven't
still
even
did.
finished that season. I've watched this series like 17 times. Not even kidding. That's probably underselling it. I've never finished season 9 because it's just so not worth it.
Oh my god! Wait, we could have the first
Also, I,
experience.
I love how you hate Ben, but him and Bear both gave you an out for watching the last two episodes of How I Met
They,
Your Mother, and
they,
you still watched it.
they
And then you
actually
win.
no. They gave me an out the episode before it started to go bad,
Yeah,
and then
and then we're like, okay, yeah.
no,
Before this
the
2 episodes.
episode, yeah, like not even before the fourth episode before. Then you gave me an out, and then I watched the third one before, which is like the episode before the bad episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got like a half out, which I didn't take, and then I watched the last two episodes. But
Yeah, like during the last 2 episodes, he was continuously losing his mind. He was
And
I
they were
I
like,
should
"No,
have
you gotta
taken
watch it
me
now."
out. I should have
yeah,
taken me out.
yeah. After the second to last episode, I wanted to stop, but they're like, "No, you're in too deep.
You locked in now.
You're,
You
you're
gotta
too
Yeah,
deep."
finish it.
we gave you an out before that started, and you didn't take it, so now you're locked in.
Oh my god, I don't want to erase my memory. Oh my goodness.
If we wanna like, if we were to do that with Dragon Ball, if you had to pick like a cutoff point of like just stop here,
No,
where would
end
you
of
put
stuff.
it?
If I had to take a cutoff point on Dragon Ball,
Hmm.
if I
After
had
self
to,
defeated is
Yeah,
what I would say. Like
where?
after self defeated,
Yeah,
we should have like a few chapters of like this is what's going on. Like Gohan going to school meets the girl. I forgot her
Adele.
name. Adele, and we see Goku in heaven just having fun.
Yeah,
That's it. And like Vegeta and Trunks training, and that's going. This is a thing. That's like just end of story stuff.
yeah.
Characters running out, and that's it. That's would have been the end.
What would
I
you have done?
I wouldn't put it anywhere, but if I had to, I would do it at the end of the cell cycle. Like, if we don't add anything, if we like don't add anything more,
Mhm.
I do specifically after. Yeah, I'd do after self defeat. After Goku says he's
Yeah,
done, and after the prologue or the epilogue for
yeah,
Trunks defeating the androids.
Yeah.
After that, because it ends on a very sweet
Oh
note.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
because first we see them just say bye
mhm,
to Trunks, and then we see Goku's spirit in the background, which was nice.
yeah.
And then
That's very nice.
and then we see Trunks actually, defeat the androids, and we get Trunks' time is peaceful, right?
Yeah,
That's where I would stop it, but I wouldn't, because then we wouldn't get the conclusion to Vegeta's character. Wouldn't
yeah,
get the conclusion to Vegeta's character, which I wouldn't like. I really liked the last episode slash chapter of Z. I wouldn't get rid of it,
yeah.
and I would get rid of that as well. Um,
I mean, like obviously, like because we're saying we're ending it earlier than it was, so like a lot of stuff that was added in later, we're gonna lose. So that's kind of just something you have to
yeah,
take with this
exactly.
hypothetical. I would see,
But
and that's why I'm gonna go a bit more controversial. After Frieza's defeated,
I
cut
was
it
gonna.
off
I was.
there.
That was my second option. Yeah. I feel
Cut
like
it off
that's also a
there
good point.
because then Super Saiyan never loses its novelty. It's just like that is it. That is the
That's the
end of
peak.
we've
Yeah.
defeated. We've conquered the whole like you know alien bit. It's like it's kind of crazy and feels weird because we just kind of popped that up and then just like kind of went with it for one arc. But we've resolved that. We've gotten revenge for the rest of the Saiyans. We've defeated Frieza. Goku became legendary Super Saiyan, and we just go home. Call it
mm,
wraps.
I would
I feel like that could. I feel like it would be cool. I
I
don't think it
wouldn't
would be as good as the Cell Saga. I still think if we were to choose a point after the Cell Saga, would definitely be it if it had to end earlier. But just for the sake of variety, I'm going with after Frieza because I think just ending it where Goku is the only Super Saiyan would be pretty good too. And like
I
Frieza being kind of the haunting of the Super Saiyans, basically like he's
Yeah.
kind of the
And
mortal enemy of all Super Saiyans. Defeating him and Goku like claiming his heritage. I like that. I think that would be a
yeah,
fine ending.
that would also be nice, but then we also lose Gohan's character, which I think is really good, and I wouldn't.
you're about to lose
And
something.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the
you're
thing.
gonna
But
have to lose something. So it's less about what are you losing and more about what are you keeping.
regain. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's right. But I feel like that would
We've
serve.
lost the Super Saiyan meaning, right? The meaning of what is a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
We've
Because
lost
like
that
as
ages
much as I
ago.
love Super Saiyan 2 and the whole Cell saga, it does diminish Super Saiyan because Goku Super Saiyan, Trunks shows up Super Saiyan, then Vegeta gets Super Saiyan, then Gohan gets Super Saiyan, then Gohan gets Super Saiyan 2. Like we started here, we ended here. Like
That's not
it,
even counting that Vegeta and Trunks, of course, have their like buff forms. Um,
mhm.
I forgot the naming for those, but
Yeah, the grades, like
the
grade two.
grades, the
Yeah,
grade Super Saiyan, grade twos, yeah.
yeah.
And
Just
then of course after that in the Buu saga we have I think Goten and Trunks where they also just have Super Saiyan as 5-year-olds. They're
mhm.
not 5, but you get the point. Um,
It's bullshit.
diminishes even further. Like
Yeah.
the original meaning of Super Saiyan has been diminished so much it doesn't even mean anything
Yeah.
anymore.
There's also like everybody that's not a Saiyan, just like completely
Useless.
useless.
Yeah, like
Like
at
Krillin
least
already
They
started
removed 2
going a bit.
characters and we haven't missed them.
Yeah, no, like Krillin already kind of started to go during Dynamic Saga.
eh,
Like he was still useful, he still did shit, but he was definitely like on the lower end of that spectrum. But
He's
he was
not
I
still
powerful.
useful and he still did a
Just
lot
not
of shit.
powerful, and
yeah,
that didn't do
exactly.
much.
Krillin was still very clutch in the
Yes,
Namek
he
arc, so
was, but but he was already starting, I think, his decline. Like he was like basically till end of Prime, because after that, oh my god,
But yeah,
I don't.
after that, he just got
he got
away.
powered up to
I,
his limit, which was Gohan, an 8-year-old's limit, was like about the same, and Gohan was probably stronger
yeah,
Yeah.
as an
honestly,
8-year-old.
there. Yeah, I guess that is true, but I wouldn't really say. I still say that throughout this Namek saga, I was still like peak form, peak conditioned, everything.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I think
And,
that's fair,
but
but like after that, he was never the
after
same.
that, he fell down. Right. That then it wasn't really
Yeah.
Yeah.
much that happened.
All
But
right. Is there anything else that we want to talk about?
I just wanted to say I feel like Dragon Ball has had a lot of good points that we're like able to that it's able to end on, which I think
Yet they never do.
yet they never do.
They
Keep
never
going. They
do.
keep digging. They keep digging.
Oh, yeah. I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Like
Oh well.
I hate it so much. Oh,
It,
there are a lot of shows I think should have ended a long time ago. Oh.
name another.
Did you okay?
That should have ended
Zero should have been
later.
hit. Should have started after 0. She just ended after 0. Start 0. That's it. It's a one shot. That's done. That's it.
Oh, well, you make a good point. Could have ended it there. It
All right.
ended
And
at
with
one.
that, we're gonna end it off here.
Yep.
We're not gonna be Dragon
Hey.
Ball. We're not gonna be JJK. We're gonna end it off here.
No, One
So
Piece should have ended a long time ago.
no, it shouldn't have.
Yes, it should have.
Nope. With
Yes.
that, we say goodbye to Hut. Say goodbye,
Bye.
Hut.
Goodbye.
To Ryu.
Bye.
I'll be your husband, and we see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.